The time is exactly 8:40 a.m. News and views are moving along. We are still in Women's Month, but that doesn't mean that after August we forget about celebrating women. We need to keep our focus on issues regarding women, and we need to continue um, really celebrating the amazing women within our families, our communities, support them in really achieving all of their goals and making meaningful difference. So, Women's Month this week is going to be hosted by one of our presenters here at Salaamedia, and she does from time to time joins us because she is very busy otherwise. But those very momentous occasions, we do call on a family member here at Salaamedia, and that, of course, is you, Shahista Thokan. You are also founder of WISER, which is Women in Social and Economic Reformation. So you're going to be with us this week, all of this week, and I'm dying to hear what you're going to be doing with us this week in honor of Women's Month.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah so much, Auntie Julie, for hosting me this morning. I'm also very, very excited to be part of the Salaamedia team for Women's Month. Alhamdulillah. Whenever Brother Ponti sends me a message, I get just as excited as it's my first show every time. So
Right.
my show this week particularly is on the theme of resilience. As you said, why forget about women post Women's Month? And that's exactly what resilience is how do we leave Women's Month continuing on that momentum of just coping with life going forward, being inspired, having purpose, and actually seeking these mechanisms of how to be stronger, be better in our roles as females.
So you're going to be with us from today
Today,
to Thursday.
yes,
Talk to us
11 to
about,
1.
right, who are these amazing women that we are going to be hearing on air with you?
Okay, wonderful. So I've got two females per day, and these were hand selected by me because, as you know, I'm very particular about the type of conversation that I drive. So, coming from these dynamic women, what I've then, aligned them to is I admire them in their spaces, in their professions, and how resilient they have become in either the work environment, the home environment, and just in their personal lives and their achievements. So we've got females such as Katie Mohammed, who recently published a memoir about her life story, which was based on GBV and such tough topics. And she's also been a previous, SABC media personality. Then we've got Ms. Khadija Brown, who was the ex-MEC of Finance in the Free State, giving us a bit about her foundation and the work that she's going forward in doing after the political platform. And then finally, on my other days, I've got also Fatima Vauda, who is the CEO of 27/4, which is a financial house, and how the dynamics of being a female in a male-dominated industry would be. My other guests are very exciting friends of mine, one of whom developed a dating app, Sabiha Dokrat. So
Wow.
that's something new,
Mm.
and in our industry especially, we need to know what our Muslim women are doing out there. We've got Zera Pochi, who's developed this wellness program on how to make women feel their best in their homes just by cooking the type of meals that will be helpful to their bodies. I mean, we know these are all aspects which are centered around our daily lives, our health, our aesthetic, how we present ourselves as the roles of mother, sister, wife, and so on. And then I've got finally a friend of mine who's a restaurateur, Anna Hotelia. So I've got Adila Vayed from Durban, and I've got Azima Kazi from Johannesburg, who are in an entrepreneurship role and just discussing the resilience of trying something, failing in something, but also achieving a lot in the process of learnings and growth. And I think that's what I want women to take from my show, is a lot of inspiration, a lot of motivation to just, risk it all. Life is too short. Be resilient in your gains and your losses. And I think that's ideally where my interviews will be headed.
I can't wait to get listening. It sounds very, very interesting. And I'm just blown away by the women that we have in our communities. And I'm so very pleased
Alhamdulillah.
for platforms like Salaamedia because, we go through life, you attend functions. When we attend functions, and I think we need to break that cycle as well. I've always bemoaned that fact, is when you're invited to a wedding or any social event, we kind of go we kind of look for people we know, people from our own families, for
Mm,
example, and we'd sit at that table,
mm.
and not interact with all of the other people or all the other women there, or women that we've never seen or heard of before. And it's such a missed opportunity because when you sit among
100%.
your own, function after function, we know each other. We know each other's stories. We know what makes each other tick. And what are we taking away from that particular function?
No,
Nothing
I
but just
agree completely. I think it's
we.
only when we start engaging our networks and go beyond
Yes,
our comfort of who we know to who we want to know, who we want to meet, and speaking to different people, very different from us, a different perspective, a different upbringing, a different, I'm from KZN and I speak to women in that sense. Like my upbringing, my social conditioning was so different from my friends from Johannesburg. Getting to these type of conversations of our career growths and how did we get to where we are, these are the type of conversations we must encourage, these collaborations over competitions, these things that push us to admire others, to applaud others, to appreciate others, not taking away anything from our own selves. And I think that's a secure woman, a confident woman, that we need to make our girls, our daughters, our children that we teach, we need to make them those type of females, leaders and not followers.
absolutely. I can't agree with you more. And I think we really need to start shifting our mindsets regarding how we network, how we collaborate, and how we lift each other up. Because we all still, after a talk like this, I leave you, you leave me, and we still go back to our own little boxes, our own little cocoons. And there has to be
Mm.
a way that we break out of it and we start just interacting and integrating that much more. Um, and raise ourselves and other women within our spaces. So I look forward to
And I
listening to
think,
all of that. Yes, carry on,
yes,
carry on.
inshallah. I am, just hats off to Brother Ponti and his future vision for Salam Media to give this platform to us, diverse women. I mean, if you look at the four of us that are presenting for Women's Month, very, very different females, different paths, different upbringings, different places of where we are in our lives as well. And that was brilliant. I think he chooses so well that he gives Salam Media that niche in the market of where he puts women on these platforms to be able to reach the different audiences. And that's what I love about, Salam Media in general as an organization. We are all encapsulating, very holistic, and the type of markets that we want to touch are so diverse that it does not segregate and separate us further from each other, but rather invite us all to be one community. And Alhamdulillah, I'm so privileged and so humbled by the fact that I get asked to do these shows and forever and ever be loyal to the station, Alhamdulillah. And thank you so much, Auntie Julie, for this opportunity to speak to you today.
Thank you indeed. And we feel privileged to have you as a part of the Salam Media family. So we salute you as well. I look forward to listening to those interviews. You go well. Keep us in your duas and salam alaikum
Jazakallah.
to you. That
Wa
was
alaikum
Shahista
salam wa
Thokan.
rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
That was Shahista Thokan, founder of Women in Social and Economic Reformation. She'll be hosting our special Women's Month shows this week, Monday to Thursday. Please listen out. It sounds absolutely dynamic. Moving along then at 8:50 a.m., another dynamic woman, Zakira Vardi, Executive Director at Defend Our Democracy, is going to be joining us to talk about being in solidarity with anti-corruption fighters and whistleblowers.